Hello, welcome again to Dorothy channel. Yeah, right this moment we're going to be talking about language challenges, language difficulties, and we're not going to be talking about any other language but Icelandic language. Yeah, Icelandic language. Yeah, the first put up you get put off. Yeah, because first put up you get in Iceland concerning the language is like Icelandic language is difficult. So that's the first put up thing. Then the encouraging of language, especially English, kicks in, where Icelandic language is difficult, so you're allowed to speak English, and I should say nearly every Icelandic speak English. So that is one of the first barrier, especially foreigners that are coming from Africa with English background find it really difficult to learn Icelandic when they're not really disciplined enough in their first stages, and even get more harder as long as they keep on living, because they say that, well, if I don't speak Icelandic I can speak English to get by, but in the long run it's a killer. It's a killer to what? Destiny, careers, and all. Yeah, because when you don't know the language, very well, you can't get the kind of job that you want. Even people that knows the language as a foreigner find it difficult to get job in their field. How much more someone that do not know the language, it even get more tougher. And yeah, signs are beginning to show that it even get more worse when people are lived and have children. So here today, I'm just going to point out about two key factors to look at and how to really improve that. Language will not just happen one day for someone. It's a progressive things, that one can get to learn. And Icelandic language is not as open because most Icelanders, sorry to say, they are not a chatty type that you can just chat on with. Yeah, but in the household where about probably, the family members where their kids involved, and you see one of the spouse is from Africa and the other is from Iceland, what are you doing? Being with a spouse that you've been with for more than a decade, 10, 15 years, 20 years, you have children born and raised and they can speak the language. Why the other party, why the other spouse is not speaking the language? Is this a means to keep one dormant, or what it is? Because for one to be well integrated in a society, we know the language is a key factor. Yeah. So, family, spouses, why don't you take the time to be speaking Icelandic language to your spouses, but rather speaking English to them? And today, there are few family members that I know firsthand about their challenges today because they do not speak the language, and this is mostly because they are mothers, let's say. So, and not only mothers, we see even the fathers too, like from Africa, that have English background, and that's, it's really a challenge on how you can help your children when they have like their homeworks and things like that, and then you get to hear all story about, because Icelandic is not the child's mother language, so that's why they're finding difficulties in school. And I think because they're not having the help that they should need, maybe study at home, or maybe extra lessons, and the language is people are not using it as a chatty kind of thing. And and English is beginning to play a great role into it, because even some of those foreign kids, they get to even talk English with one another than rather using the language. So spouses, these are one area I think you could really help, speaking the language to your spouse. it helps, because maybe in the initial states there was no problem, you need to communicate, so you find one language where you can combine other children. So I mean, this is really affecting the children. And I've had parents that are saying that now they're thinking about moving their kids from the state school to private schools, where they use more English, so they can able to participate and help their children in their homeworks and things like that. So we don't know if that's a good way to look at it. And others are thinking that, oh, maybe they should move from Iceland to an English-speaking country. But the challenges behind that, if the other spouse is not willing to move, that might lead to divorce. And if there is a divorce case where there is a 50-50% custody, one part, a parent will not have the full right to move their kids to another country, except they both agree. So these are the challenges, like language, the Icelandic language, and foreigners from English speaking background that are really facing. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for now. Want to hear your views, your take concerning this language and the stigma behind it, and how we can take it forward, especially people that have found their home in Iceland. Not just so for some, it's not just their second home, they look at it as their first home because they're married, they have kids, and they've been here. Some are really looking forward to move back to Africa or any other place anytime soon. But because of this language barrier, is causing this whole lot of tussle and hassle within family and people. And no one will want to get to see your kid having challenges in school because of maybe language. Everyone wants to see their kids progress and do well in school, and hope that their future will be bright, and language will not be any problem, rather because of family background or parental or whatnot. So leave your comments, like, share, subscribe for more views on what to talk about. We appreciate all the comments that are coming in. So you hear from me soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. Bye bye.